Last time on MasterChef Australia.
Do you want to be the 4th MasterChef?
Australia's 3 MasterChef champions return to set the challenge in a mega mystery box.
Get those same nerves in your tummy.
Bit terrifying. I feel bad for him already.
And while Audra created the most interesting dish, Emma, Wade and Filipo produced the least.
Say to all 3 of you, don't go down tomorrow without a fight.
Tonight, these 3 battle it out in a pressure test.
Don't be complacent, because one of you will go home today.
As they face a classic French dish.
The one thing you won't have is a recipe.
Damn.
How hard can it be?
In a race to recreate a lunchtime favourite that is simplicity itself.
If it's not cooked, I'm out of the competition. Simple as that.
It's going to be close.
Who will keep their MasterChef dream alive?
There's only room in this competition for 2 of you. One of you must go home.
At the moment, I'm driving a forklift for a job in a warehouse. Not really my ideal job. Yesterday, I cooked probably one of the worst dishes I've cooked in this entire competition.
Every little bit, there's a little problem with it.
And as a result, I'm in today's pressure test against Emma and Filipo.
I think what you need to do is gather your thoughts, not worry about the guys next to you, and come back tomorrow and cook Wade's food, yeah?
I think the big turnaround is I sort of had a little moment yesterday. I was sort of sitting down. I just thought, you know, if I go back home, you know, aside from, you know, family and friends, I've got nothing to go back to, you know, and I've been given this fantastic opportunity, and far too often in my life I've wasted so many opportunities that I've had given to me on a silver platter, and I don't want to let this one slip, so I really need to make the most of it.
It's my first pressure test, so I have no idea what I'm walking into, and that does make me a little bit nervous. If I go home today, my food dream definitely is not over. You know, I'm going to go back and I'm going to get an apprenticeship and start working my way through the industry until one day I can own my own dessert bar and fulfil my full food dream. Talking to the 3 previous MasterChef winners, especially Julie, has given me a bit more confidence going into this pressure test.
Put your game face on, Emma. Don't go down tomorrow without a fight. I want you to make it really hard on these 3, because they sure as hell make it hard on you. Don't cry. Toughen up.
Julie faced 9 eliminations. I'm only up to 5, so hopefully I'll stay safe in this one.
Yesterday we did a mystery box challenge. Unfortunately, wasn't on my game, and I botched the operation.
Cake didn't really speak of anything. The fig ice cream was very bitter. Not your finest of work.
Definitely not, no.
Today I'm cooking for my family and my kids, Sarah and Sam.
I'm really confident you're going to win.
Oh, that's good, dear.
I know they'll be with me today, supporting me, and I really want to do this for them.
So that is one good pizza.
I'm really going to be at the top of my game today, and I've got a real eye of the tiger feel about me.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sam.
Wade, Emma, Filipo, you're standing here, obviously, because you put up the 3 least impressive dishes in the Mega Mystery Box Challenge yesterday. It could be your final day.
Every great cook needs to have a repertoire of classic dishes. And today's dish that you'll be cooking in the pressure test is one such classic. Today's pressure test dish that you must recreate perfectly to stay in the competition is Quiche Lorraine.
Fist pump. That's a good sign.
It smells so good.
Yeah.
Oh, that smells so good. That's fantastic. Wade, you look like a happy boy.
I'm a very happy camper right now.
Why?
Look, my mum has made quiche for as long as I can remember, and I've tried to follow suit, try to improve where I can, but it's something I love to make.
Gary's been making this quiche all morning. The whole place smells like a country kitchen. This is our perfect Quiche Lorraine. And your job today is to recreate it perfectly. To make this Quiche Lorraine, we're going to supply you with an amazing array of ingredients. The one thing you won't have is a recipe.
Damn.
Normally I'm following a recipe. I'm not just pulling it out of my head, but I'll just be winging it today and hoping for the best.
You'll make your quiche based on what you see, smell, and taste. That means you've got to taste this beauty. Gary?
The looks on your faces. You thought it was going to be some deconstructed craziness, and you get quiche. So you want to taste, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Come on then. Up you come. Just cut a nice little slice each, do you think?
Yeah, that'd be a bit for me, please. I'm a grown boy.
You know, the funny thing is, I think my mum would have made quiche as an emergency meal whenever we had a visitor. And I used to, I'll go, not quiche again. But she used to put tomatoes on it as well.
That's what my mum does.
Grab a fork, one for you. I think what you got to look for is that lovely thin crust, crumbly crust and base. That's got to be cooked right. And then that lovely, soft, almost with a wobble kind of filling. You know, when it's cooked, that's what's crucial. Oh.
Definitely the first thing that hits you is that nice sweet bacon. Very creamy, like only just set eggs.
It's very delicate too, right?
It just disappears.
And it's packed full of filling, like, it's not one of those quiches which is mostly just egg mix. This is all about the filling. Gary's quiche is phenomenal. It's so creamy and rich, and tasting it, I can tell that there's Gruyère cheese, there's leeks, and there's either bacon or speck all throughout it.
Bacon's good. Looks like it's been fried off with slightly.
Right, step back into line.
The reason why we're setting you this recipe-less challenge at this stage of the competition is you should be far enough along your development to show us that you've got knowledge, palate, and technique. And those are the 3 things that are essential if you want to be the next MasterChef.
So the task has been set. Make the perfect Quiche Lorraine. Or has it? There's always a kicker in MasterChef, and a quiche would not be the same without a beautiful salad to accompany it.
You've got to give us a salad that is the perfect supporting act. You need to think about what that is. Because there's some stuff on there that would be a disaster if you used it.
The perfect quiche, a wonderful salad. Life doesn't get any better. You've got 75 minutes to do it, and your time starts now. 3 of you in the classic pressure test. The perfect Quiche Lorraine, a wonderful salad to go with it, and 1 of you going home.
Your cheese Gruyère.
I've got it. I've got Gruyère.
Gruyère.
That's Gruyère.
Are you sure?
It's better
Grab
Gruyère.
that one in case.
All right. All right, Mum.
Come on, guys! Let's go!
Quiche Lorraine, how hard can it be?
Making this quiche is going to be a fun challenge for me. Sort of brings back a few memories of home. Sort of keeps me in touch with my mum and what she used to do in the kitchen.
Look, normally it would take me probably about an hour and a half maybe to make a quiche Lorraine. 75 minutes is going to be really challenging to make sure you get everything cooked in time.
I've got my quote with me today, which is turn a setback into a comeback, and that's definitely going to be what I'm going to be following today. This is a setback in my competition, but it's not going to be the end of me, and I'm going to make a full-on comeback.
The first most important step to the process is actually making the pastry, getting the butter into the food processor with flour, an egg, some salt, and then bringing it together.
I know how to make the custard. I know the cooking time, so unless there's a disaster, I'm feeling really good about it.
We couldn't find a better dish for the 3 of them to cook. Filipo loves to bake, Emma loves pastry, and Wade's made this dish maybe 50 times before. They've all got a massive opportunity of like grabbing the limelight, doing something beautiful, and fighting to keep themselves in the competition.
I'm just making the custard, so I'm just heating up some cream and some milk. I've got a little bit of salt in with the eggs. I'm just going to whisk them up.
I've never heard of anyone heating a custard and then baking it in the oven for a quiche, ever. Probably actually help it cook quicker, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. He's probably got a method to his madness.
The only worry with cooking out the custard is that the pan's too hot and the eggs scramble, which you don't want.
Some of the toughest challenges, some of the challenges that have caused our contestants the most problems have been the simplest.
Yeah.
You know, terrines, scones, quiche Lorraine, something that Australians make, you know, every week. There are hundreds of Australians making quiche Lorraine.
Today I've decided to use bacon and a Gruyère cheese. I'm choosing bacon because that's what I tasted in there. I've got a Gruyère cheese just because I think that's the cheese closest to what was on top of the dish we had.
Using just regular nice streaky bacon, and I'm also using Gruyère cheese.
Filippo.
Hello.
How are you going?
I'm going great, thank you.
OK, I'm just curious to see what you're doing there. You've made a custard, an anglaise, by the look of it. Obviously without sugar, I'd imagine.
Exactly right. It's just salt and pepper in there, and I've got my 3 egg yolks, 150 mils of milk, and 100 mils of cream.
Yeah.
And I've just cooked it a little bit because I know it's going to continue cooking in the quiche.
OK.
So I'm going to start on my filling shortly. I'm just getting a little bit of cheese happening, and I've used the vintage cheddar cheese. I think that would be best for the quiche, and I think it's going to taste really good.
Is that the cheese you tasted in the quiche?
Yeah, I think cheddar's the way to go. Absolutely.
Good luck, Filipo.
This is not about making any old quiche. This is about making the perfect quiche. You have 60 minutes to go.
These challenges are insanely frantic. From go to woe, there's no real stopping.
How's that pastry going? All right?
Yeah, it's blind baking in the oven
Yeah.
still.
You want to make sure to get a crispy base on that it bakes for long enough.
Yep.
Absolutely. The only thing I'm worried about, and you can't really do anything about it now, but I noticed that your base was really thin in some spots, you know, around the outside, just in odd spots, so make sure when you demold it, super, super careful.
Yeah.
If the pastry itself doesn't set or is too hot by the time I begin to blind bake it, it just falls apart.
You're going to need to put that back in the fridge.
It's getting too warm.
Wade, put it in the tin and then put it in the blast chiller because it's going to need to be cold before you bake it, darling.
So where are they placed? 40 minutes left. There's a world of pain out there, a little bit of pleasure.
Yeah, there's only one person with their pastry, their flan mould, in the oven. And to be honest, with 40 minutes to go, that is not long enough to really get it baked and then get your mixture in and get that baked beautifully. You're going to have to turn the temperature up and kick it along. Bubbles, overcooked, split surface, a lot of trouble. Filipo, how are you going?
Good, I'm just about to put
do you
my
need any
tongue.
advice on this thing? Is it all right?
Yes, it is.
Do you want to have a quick look? OK, all right. It's really thin. It's really thin here, but if you're lucky, you'll get it out. I'd be freaking out a little bit about how thin that is, but...
I've buttered it really well, Chef.
I tell you what, you know, if you don't get a move on and get this thing in the oven, you're going to be in trouble. So blast chiller, very short resting period.
Yep.
Get it lined, get the baking beads in there. Is that how you're going to do it?
Yep.
Yeah?
Have to do that
I mean, you don't have to blind bake it, but if it was me, I'd do it.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely blind
Make
bake it.
sure it's cooked. Get all the other ingredients ready because you are pushing the envelope. You will not have it done in time.
Thanks, Chef.
Filipo is looking a little bit like a train wreck about to happen.
Yeah.
Last thing I want to do is have my dreams end through by a quiche.
For today's pressure test, we have 75 minutes to produce a perfect quiche Lorraine and a accompaniment salad with no recipe.
Once the crust is blind baking, it's a case of getting the components for the filling together. So it's time to fry off some of that bacon, the baby leeks, and also get the Gruyère cheese ready.
How's this quiche base?
Oh, well, it's just flaking up in the oven for about another minute.
About another minute?
Yeah.
Right, OK, because that really needs to be going in soon, doesn't it? How long do you think it's going to take to cook?
20 minutes at a push.
OK.
25.
You're cutting it fine, but fingers crossed.
I pull my pastry base out of the oven and it looks good. It's been blind baking in there for about 15 minutes and it looks perfect.
Yeah, it's sticking. Looking at my pastry, it's still a little bit raw. So I'll put it back in for a couple more minutes. Pulling it out for a second time, it looks like it's cooked, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm not nervous so much about the actual filling itself cooking. I'm more worried about that pastry not, I guess, cooking properly or leaking through. Basically, this quiche needs about 20 minutes to cook, and I put it in there with about 21 minutes to go. So if it's not cooked, I'm out of the competition. Simple as that.
I'm looking at my filling. I don't think I've got enough filling to do the job, and it's something that's worrying me.
What's up, big boy? We not got enough filling, or? Oh, gee, that's thin, isn't it? What are you going to do?
Make some more filling.
I don't know. No, you know, you can whisk a little bit more cream and egg together and just, you know, make sure it's seasoned, you know, put it in together. Even if you shredded some spring onions, it'd give you a better result than what you've got. But you've already cooked your custard, haven't you? So it's almost, do you think you've made your bed and now you got to lie in it?
No, I reckon I can still get some in there. I've just added a bit more egg, cream and salt and pepper and whisked it up, and then I've just folded it through so that there was a bit more filling.
I can see you all working on those wonderful salads. The quiches are in the oven, but there's only one thing that'll help those cook in 15 minutes, and that's a little bit of this and a little bit of this.
I'm just working on a really light, fresh fennel and apple salad to go as a side to the quiche.
The salad's got beetroot leaves, it's got some watercress leaves, I've got the toasted walnuts, and I've got some of the pickled onion.
Watercress.
5 minutes to go, a world of pain. Who would have thought a quiche would be so hard to make? But where they went wrong is being really slow in terms of lining that flan mould and getting it par-baked, and then, of course, having long enough for the custard to cook. And both the boys are currently sitting on soup in pastry. Is it going to cook in time? It's going to be close.
Got my fingers crossed. I've turned it up a little bit. So, with a bit of luck, I'm going to be fine. I'm feeling under pressure right now, under real pressure. I don't want to go home, and I'm working my behind off right now.
I'm making a beautiful little fennel and tomato salad today.
I'm just going to put a dressing of lemon juice, cider vinegar, olive oil, and a little bit of mustard.
It smells delicious in here, but you got 2 minutes to go.
I reckon that's done. Yeah, I reckon the residual heat's going to cook it through.
Okay, she's done.
It smells like the best French patisserie in here. You've got just 1 minute to go.
No.
Come on.
Be really careful, buddy.
Now what the hell do I do?
10 seconds to go.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Big surprise, that challenge, as far as I'm concerned, because they all of them got a Quiche Lorraine up on the bench, and I was convinced those two boys were going to put up soup in pastry. So I'm pleased, and I want to see what they taste like. Shall we get the first one in?
Let's do that. Emma, you were the first one to get your quiche into the oven. Confident?
Yeah, I am confident today. I think I cooked sort of the best I've done in the competition today. I was organised, I knew what I was doing, and I just followed a plan, and hopefully that will pay off.
Are you saying this is the best dish you've cooked
I'm not.
so far in this competition?
I'm not 100% sure that it's the best dish I've cooked, but it's definitely the best I've worked in the kitchen.
Okay. And if today ends, what will you go and do?
The first thing I'm going to do is go out and get an apprenticeship because this is the industry that I love.
Is that the truth?
100%. That's what I would be doing right now if I wasn't standing here.
Right, take a deep breath and cut 3 beautiful slices, yeah? And also dress your salad in the bowl. What's in the vinaigrette?
It's a cider vinaigrette with a bit of honey in there for sweetness.
Happy?
Yeah, I am. It's really creamy and that's what I want. Yeah, I'm happy with it. I think it's good enough, you know. I hope it's good enough.
Are you proud of it?
I'm proud of it. If I go out on this dish, then I couldn't have done more.
That's all that matters. Right, we're gonna taste now.
Okay, thank you.
Wow. Delicious quiche. I was a bit concerned about that it didn't have enough stuff inside it, like the bacon, the onions, the leek. But you know what? For me, it's delicious, and I love the custard. It's got like the consistency of creme brulee in many ways. I would have loved it to have a little bit more tan and colour on the top, and the salad is thoughtful.
Look at those little leaves she's picked, and the beautifully cut, evenly sized battens of apple, the little curls of white fennel. It's fresh, and it's light, and it's crisp, and it's elegant, and it's the perfect foil against a well-made quiche like that one.
She blind baked that quiche shell really well, and I thought that the pastry would be undercooked, but it's actually cooked. It's blonde, but it's cooked. Good result for Emma, although it could be a little bit browner on the top.
Let's get the next dish in.
Filipo, you talk a big game, a good game, but have we really seen you deliver?
I think over half the time I've impressed you and I've done a good job. Some of the other times I've taken risks and they haven't always paid off, Matt. I've wanted to push myself while I've been here. I didn't want to be safe all the time, but I've definitely got the stuff that makes a master chef.
Filipo, do you want to slice up 3 beautiful slices of your quiche?
Yes.
Dress the salad, and we'll put our own salad on.
Dressing is a little bit of mustard, a little bit of honey, cider vinegar, lemon juice, extra virgin olive oil, and salt and pepper. I'll just drizzle it over. Chef.
Thanks, Filipo.
Thank you.
Filipo. We'll taste that. Thanks a lot.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Serious amount of cheese, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's Cheddar City.
Given the terrible time that Filipo had in the kitchen, he's actually done a pretty good job. It's not the most beautiful of quiches in terms of the detail around the outside and the crust, but what I love is the colour on top. I love the fact that pastry is so thin, you can actually see the light shining through it. The base is well cooked out and, again, very thin, very crumbly. In terms of the filling, it needs more bacon.
There are areas with absolutely no bacon in at all. You got quite a bit, I've got virtually none. So there's some flaws in it, but I'm really surprised he managed to get a dish up, and I'm really surprised it tastes as good as it does, considering I thought he wasn't going to get a dish on the table.
And I think that's the key here. He's made a great quiche.
Salad's fresh, lots of ingredients there, a bit old-fashioned in terms of how it's presented, but all the lettuces and all the herbs, he's put a lot of effort into that, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's really clean, and it's seasonal, and the vinaigrette's good.
Pastry's delicious, but, you know, there is problems with it.
I think we should get the last dish in and see what that's like. Well, hey, you got it up, huh? Put the quiche up, brown on the top.
Look, I'm wrapped. I'm really happy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it going to taste good?
Look, I did taste all the different components, and if my mum served that to me, I'd be very happy.
All right, why don't you cut us a slice each and let's see what it tastes like. Now, obviously, the custard needs to be just cooked, the pastry thin, fine, and crumbly.
How big a slice? Oh, yeah.
Did you recreate the perfect quiche?
I tried my best to recreate the perfect quiche.
Happy with the salad?
I love the salad. It's really tasty. I've had a couple little mouthfuls of it when I was waiting.
So what's the dressing?
The dressing is a bit of apple cider vinegar, some Dijon mustard, a bit of honey, and just a squeezed lemon, a bit of olive oil.
Good stuff. All right, we seem pleased. Let's find out if it's as good as you think.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Thank you.
Right, let's taste. A little bit of the salad. Thank you.
Wow. This pastry, it looks a little bit raw.
It is.
Just there, right in the centre.
Yep.
Quite crumbly, but yeah, it is raw.
Pastry, definitely a little bit undercooked on the base, there's no doubt about it, and he was under pressure. He had to get that custard in and get it in the oven, but it's wonderfully crumbly and really light. It's a good short crust pastry. Somebody had no recipe. I'm really pleased with that. Very soft custard, just set, no bubbles, very tender, so really light, not eggy at all. I think it could do with some more filling. I mean, our one this morning was most definitely all about the cheese and bacon. This is more about the pastry and the custard.
I love how it's really crumbly, that pastry.
Good pastry.
For me, the salad, it just needs a little bit more care.
Yeah.
Pick out the best sleeves, you're making one salad and make it really beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful filling though. That custard is exactly how it should be. Yeah. It's soft, it's light, it's tender. It's got a great bacony flavour. It probably hasn't got as much of the leek and the kind of the greens through it as your one did, Gary, but I think that filling is absolutely bang on.
Yeah.
We've tasted all 3 quiches. I think it's time we get them in and reveal the result.
Yeah. Your job today was to recreate that perfect Quiche Lorraine that you tasted this morning. You also had to give us a beautiful salad that complemented that quiche and made the 2 of them together sing. There's only room in this competition for 2 of you. One of you must go home.
It does come down to which 2 of you have done the best job. So let's look at your performance. Wade, your negatives, you didn't cook the base of the pastry properly. It was doughy. Secondly, your salad, you hadn't picked the leaves properly. On the positives, that custard was absolutely delicious. It was just set exactly the way you wanted it. And the flavour of the Gruyère and the bacon was beautiful. Emma, although you got your tart into the oven first, it was just too blonde. It didn't have that lovely burnished top we were looking for. Also, your bacon as well was very blonde. It didn't look like it spent enough time in the pan, and that impacted on the flavour of the tart. In terms of the positives, your custard was the creamiest, your pastry was the flakiest, and it was beautifully cooked. And your choice of salad was perfect. The crispness of the fennel, and the freshness of the apple were the perfect foil for the richness of the quiche. Filipo, in your case, it's kind of the other way. Your top of your custard had that beautiful golden colour, which was incredibly appealing. Your pastry was quite sandy, and the way it was finished, it had holes in it, and it was cracked in places. The first person is safe, who returns to the MasterChef competition, and the person who delivered the best quiche of the day was Emma.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You can cry for the right reasons.
Emma, see this as a new dawn in the competition for you. That was great cooking, and without a recipe, it shows that you've got all those skills you need as a pastry chef. But you have the skills and you have the palate to go very far in this competition. Now you just need the self-belief and the ability to make the right decisions with what you cook.
Thank you guys so much.
Well done.
Wade, Filipo, why should you be the one that stays in the competition?
I've got a lot of skill, Gary. I know I have a lot of food knowledge. I have a good palate. I haven't always delivered, but I'm just going up all the time. And really, to win the competition, I don't say that lightly. I know that I've got it in me, and I want to stay so that I've got the chance to compete against the best people.
I think for me personally, this is probably the best stage of my life that I've ever been in. It's a time when I'm not listening to other people. I'm sort of treading a path that I want to tread, and I think for me that's something that has sort of changed in this competition. When I was about 15 or 16, I was actually seriously looking at becoming a chef, and for whatever reason, I listened to what other people told me about what it was like to be a chef, and I just thought it wasn't for me. And since being here and getting a taste of it, it's now being involved in food is what I want. This is what I want for my life.
Wade, Filipo, it comes down to you two. It comes down to the dish that you cooked today. One of you still has the chance to be the next Australian MasterChef, but for one of you, your time in the MasterChef kitchen is about to end.
Waiting for the verdict, and I can hear a loud thumping sound, and I realise it's actually my own heart in my chest thumping away. I'm really scared now.
Wade, Filipo, it comes down to you two. It comes down to the dish that you cooked today. One of you still has the chance to be the next Australian MasterChef, but for one of you, your time in the MasterChef kitchen is about to end. Filipo, I'm sorry, you will not be Australia's next MasterChef. Wade, you're safe, you're back in the competition.
Thank you very much for the opportunity that you've given me. I genuinely appreciate it. I've had a great time, and I'm glad that I've been able to come as far as I did. Hats off to Wade and Emma. They did well, so congratulations.
Thanks, Matt.
Filipo, it came down to the flavour of the quiche more than anything else, and it came down to the fact that it tasted great as a cheddar cheese quiche and not as a Gruyère quiche, which is the one that you were trying to recreate. And also, because you'd mixed a second batch of custard into your quiche, your bacon wasn't very well distributed. So bits of quiche with no bacon in it, bits with lots. And those are the two things that really set you back today.
Filipo, your dream, you've told us, you know, you want to be a food writer. That's a lovely thing, and I think that's something you can do, you can achieve. But there's something that you've definitely done since you've entered this competition, and that is everything that you've made has had flour in one hand. And, you know, I think that's your calling, something that you love dearly. There's not many people out there that know how to make something so simple and unique as bread. Filipo, I'm sorry to say your time ends here in the MasterChef kitchen. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good luck, Filipo.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you, Matt.
Oh. Good luck.
Hello, mate.
Thanks. Bye.
See you, Filipo. See you.
Saying goodbye to the other competitors is a fairly poignant moment. I think the things I've learned the most about myself is that I can do things that I didn't think I'd be able to do. I've learned so many cooking techniques. I've learned a lot about myself as a person and just how much I can really take.
It's such a big, generous salad, and everyone else had a really small portion.
The salad was nice.
Based on what I saw today, I'd have to say, in my opinion, Filipo will probably go home, which is a strange set of circumstances. He prides himself on baking, and his pastry, from where we were looking, was the worst. We didn't get to try anything, and I've been wrong every time I've picked who's not coming home, so who knows.
Congratulations, Emma. She got quiche today and salad today.
Yeah.
No longer just desserts, huh? It's so great to be back in the house now. I'm back in the MasterChef competition. You know, the times when you sort of go into an elimination, you're really worried, are you going to come out? Are you going to come back into the competition? And I feel great now that I'm back home and ready to start cooking again.
Cheers for Filipo.
Yeah.
Guys. Right. Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray!
I just couldn't be more happy with the way that I've gone on the show. I'm following my dreams, so it's just sensational. It's really good to be home, Mum, to see everyone.
The kids have missed you. Daddy.
Make the family proud, mate. They had the courage enough to go and do what you did.
MasterChef.
Next time on MasterChef Australia.
You need to beat one of Australia's top young chefs to get this.
Audra gets a shot at immunity in a battle against award-winning chef Hamish Ingham.
Audra, don't underestimate this baby-faced assassin.
I'm going to go in there today and smash it.
The challenge to create the best three-course menu.
It's all about Audra today, and I reckon it's Audra's challenge.
Each showcasing one hero ingredient.
I own this kitchen today, and I really just want to smash it.
Can this home cook's passion outshine the experience of an acclaimed pro?
We say this every week, but truly this is the closest for me that it's ever been.
So how do we pick this one?
I just want Audra to get that pin. Please let her get that pin.